What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are hopping in here to the Extreme Tech stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. We're running the Tech Janemba, the Fat Janemba, as our leader here. I'm only bringing the first form Frieza as a friend leader because there were no Janembas on my friends list. So I just went for it with the Frieza to try out this team. This was actually my very first attempt on the stage. And we were able to clutch out the win here in one try, which is really no surprise considering some of the units we have access to on this team. So the future TEQ Androids being chief among them. Their active skill activating right away there, so we were able to delete all of TN's attacks for the turn. And they're able to select a considerable amount of tech orbs there too, which is going to be giving them quite the stat buff on this turn. So we are targeting. I'm not really worried about them being able to defend against Krillin. I'm more worried about how that Frieza is going to perform in the final slot there. So yeah, so we are definitely targeting like Chaozu and the Yamcha, the enemies that are attacking him at the end there. So we are able to get our 4 type orbs with Janemba, so we are boosting everyone's defense and attack by 30%, I believe, which is very good. And then there you can see the androids absolutely showing out, getting a critical hit, a one-hit KO, a seal, and a dodge all there. So yeah, they are definitely a fun unit to have on your team. They provide quite a bit for the team. And this Frieza was actually surprising me. Those are some pretty high attack stats. Again, not the best defensively. That's what I was expecting to see. But with the double super, being able to get the double defense raise is definitely helpful. Okay, and so then on this rotation we have the TEQ Golden Frieza, who is our obvious slot 1 tank. He's not going to be taking any damage at all, so long as we're above 50% HP. So that is going to be the goal, is to remain there. And then we've got TEQ Hit, who is an amazing stunner. He's got some attack lowering that he can do as well, and I think sealing, if I am correct. So yeah, he has got a lot of utility in his kit. TEQ Hit is definitely one of the best extreme tech units that you can bring. So there we are able to get the stun. I don't remember if it ends up mattering. Yeah, so Tien just survives with like 1 HP, but obviously we're going to be able to finish him off before he attacks regardless. Oh, and I guess it looks like Hit only got a 1-turn stun on him anyway. From his passive skill, rather than the 2-turn stun from his super attack. So, and then there you can see we have TEQ Raditz as well, who is gonna be decent. He has the high chance to stun, and he has full additional in his kit, so he will be providing some stuns for us. But he is not the best tank. He doesn't have any start of turn defense or anything. He just gets his damage reduction. That 50% damage reduction that he gets when there's multiple enemies, it isn't quite enough for him to be tanking very well on this stage, so we don't rely on him in slot 1. I would have liked to, but unfortunately that is not going to be how this pans out. So even though the Friezas would have linked up better together, I still opted to leave Hit on rotation. So here I was checking the Frieza's ki. He actually gets 3 ki from his passive when he's attacking superclass enemies. That is very, very important here because I'm able to leave all of those tech orbs on the left side so that the TEQ Androids can pick those up on the next rotation. There's also a lot of rainbow orbs in there as well, so I wanted to make sure to leave those for the TEQ Janemba. So yeah, even though we were only able to get 3 ki out of the 6 we needed, you'll see he's still able to super attack here. Sometimes those key abilities can come in very clutch on some challenge runs like this. I often forget that units have those type of things in their passive. It's not a very common modern mechanic. Usually when a unit nowadays gets key in their passive, it's like start of turn key, so you don't have to go into their passive and look, because if they're going to have it, they'll already have it. You'll already see it on their on the field. So yeah, there we were able to see TEQ Golden Frieza tank both super attacks for the turn, which is perfect. And then Hit with his additional super is able to get a stun off on Gotenks here. So Frieza doesn't have to take any attacks from him. And Frieza again with the double super. Very, very good for the defense raises. Not that we are going to be needing it, because I'm sure we're going to finish off this fight before Frieza has to take an attack. Especially considering we rotated him off just now. So here we can see me saving all those TEQ orbs definitely paying off. We're able to select quite a few orbs there and get a decent heal as well. And then here we're able to only get one of the 2 rainbow orbs, so we won't be getting the damage reduction for Janemba, but we do get the stat buff to the rest of the rotation, so that is nice. Yeah, these TEQ Androids are just nasty. They are practically invincible. I haven't seen them get touched up yet since using them in the few stages that I have run them on. I have only had that unit since the AGL Captain Ginyu banner, so I haven't had plenty of opportunity to use them. But when I have, man, they have really, really shown out. Definitely an impressive unit. This Janembu is not a bad fill-in unit for this team either. Not super key hungry. He is able to additional super and raises defense quite a bit to where he's decently tanky. So he is definitely a good option to have here as well. Allows us to put out some extra damage and finish off fights and stuff, so not bad. Okay, so here we're sitting pretty for sure. I'm liking these 2 enemy fights on this team. I think we would be struggling a little bit more against 5 enemy fights because we have these few stunners on the team who are helping us, you know, nullify the enemies. Like if Hit is able to stun Trunks, and then the Raditz would be able to stun Vegeta, then there you go. Now we're not taking any damage from anyone. Whereas if this was against like a 5 enemy rotation, then we would still have 3 enemies to worry about because you can only stun 1 enemy with your attack. So yeah, that is something to consider when you're using stunning teams, is that it's kind of better to be against less enemies than more. We did actually just fully focus on the Trunks though. I guess I wasn't too worried about Hit's defensive abilities. I'm more worried about the Raditz at the end there, and I wanted to make sure that he was going to be stunned. And he did end up being stunned, so I probably could have switched to the Vegeta. But this works out. So now we definitely have the Trunks stunned, so we only have to worry about the Vegeta this turn. Unfortunately, we're facing 2 enemies, which is kind of a weak spot for the TEQ Androids, because if it's 3 or more enemies, you can use their active skill to nullify one of the attacks. And if there's only 1 enemy, then you can also use it. So 2 enemies is like exactly where we don't want to be. So here the orbs fell really, really bad, and Janemba was not going to be able to get his any bonuses for the turn with the few amount of orbs available. So I opted to put Frieza in the middle slot there because Frieza is going to give himself 3 key anyway. And then here we're able to get all of these TEQ orbs to boost everybody up. So now everyone will be able to super attack, and they all got the 30% stat raises as well, which is very, very nice. So the reason I attacked Vegeta here is because the TEQ Android's seal. And since the Trunks was stunned already, I figured I might as well seal the Vegeta. That way we can guaranteed not take a lot of damage on this rotation. Because as you can see, our defense still isn't crazy there. So we are still getting touched up a little bit from normal attacks. And then we're able to finish off the Trunks there at the end. And we knew we didn't have to worry about taking a super. So that was very good. Because of that, we are still above our 50% HP, so TEQ Golden Frieza is still going to be able to be a reliable slot 1 unit for us. That was kind of the name of the game with this entire run. I was trying my best not to dip below 50% HP, because I knew as soon as we did, we were pretty much dead. Once we didn't have the option for this TEQ Golden Frieza to be in the first slot, we didn't have a good like slot 1 unit to be around, so we probably would have just died. Unless we got extremely lucky with the slot 1 attacks or something. And then Hit, again, able to get us that much needed stun. So yeah, we are looking very, very good right now. Our HP is still very high. We do have some passive healing going on too. The transforming Frieza is healing us start of turn, so that is helping out quite a bit. Our defense is just high enough on this team too, to where selecting all these TEQ orbs is actually giving us a decent heal. So that is nice. Here I was just checking defense numbers to see who to give these TEQ orbs to. So yeah, the custom for me is to just rotate off this first form Frieza. I think the units with the stunning capability and stuff are definitely better to keep on rotation than the Frieza. He's not doing quite enough damage, and he's definitely not tanking well enough for me to want to keep him around. So, okay, so onto the final fight here. I believe this is a 3-enemy fight. Yes, against the Goku's family, all the Goku boys. So we've got a very strong rotation here. I didn't want to put TEQ Golden Frieza in the first slot, so I actually goof on this turn. I put TEQ Golden Frieza in the first slot, but I make sure to miss his super attack because we have the Dokkan attack coming up, and I want a stronger unit with a higher attack than Golden Frieza to be able to dish out this this attack for us. So I'm juggling that and making sure that Janemba will be able to select his orbs for the turn as well. So I am, you know, kind of playing around with who I want to give what. So I decided, okay, we'll miss the super attack with the TEQ Golden Frieza. And then it looked like Janemba was not even going to be able to get off a super attack as well, which would have been bad because he's getting attacked right after. So I opted to put Hit in the second slot there and see if we could give him the super attack. Well, the problem that you'll notice here is that when I give Hit the super attack, linking him up with the Frieza actually makes it so that Frieza only needs 2 more ki in order to get his super attack, and I didn't realize that when I had shifted his links. I thought it was still 4 ki. So when I select the 4 type orbs with Janemba here, we give 2 ki to everyone else, and now the Golden Frieza is the one doing the super attack in the first slot. So basically all of the work I just did to prevent that caused it. And so I was like, oh shoot, okay, now Golden Frieza is going to be getting the Dokkan attack, which was a little unfortunate. So I definitely planned that turn out wrong. I goofed there, but what can you do, right? So now we're just along for the ride. We're going to watch and see how this plays out. So yeah, as expected, the Frieza is not able to put out an insane attack number here. He isn't able to KO any of the enemies, so we are definitely still live. Luckily, we have already taken 2 super attacks with this Frieza, so that is really good for, you know, eases the worry of us dying to a super attack this turn. And then Hit there, able to get a stun off as well, which is clutch. As you can see, he's taking 50k on normals right now, so definitely not the best. Alright, and then we're able to finish off Gohan. So we just have the Goten and Goku left. We get a nice heal from the Dokkan attack there. Unfortunately not healed quite to full because, you know, we didn't hit very hard. But this should work out for us. So I think the only way we could possibly lose now is pretty much if we get super attacked in the first slot. We're probably going to kill Goku here. We're just getting some clutch dodges here as well. Nice. These androids are so good. I love this card so much. One of my favorite cards in the game for sure. But yeah, so they should be able to finish off Goku here. Yeah. Not quite. Almost. Okay, so then Raditz is definitely going to be able to finish up the Goku, and then we just have the Goten to worry about. Yeah, unfortunately not able to get an additional super there with Janembu. The orbs didn't line up well, so... luckily no super attacks, though. And then the passive healing from Frieza, able to boost us up higher, which is very nice. The key's still bad for us, so we're going to have to skip a super attack here, but then the TEQ Frieza will be able to finish off the Goten for us there. So yeah, this extreme tech stage was definitely not too difficult. We were just using, you know, this random first form Frieza friend lead. I imagine this would have been an even easier run to finish up if we had had the TEQ Fat Janemba as our friend lead as well. Just because when he's able to select those 4 type orbs and support the whole rotation, and then get the 2 rainbow orbs for his own damage reduction. He is a very, very good card to have on the team. He's very, very useful. You know, if you think about it, he's providing 130% support to the team, but then with the, you know, just with his leader skill, and then with the extra 30%, it's almost like if you're able to get that off every turn, he's basically 160% leader, right? Providing 5 key as well. So very, very strong. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.